Well, after months of searching, police discovered the bodies of J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan buried on their stepfather's property on Tuesday. Rexburg police and the FBI zeroed in on Chad Daybell's property. Investigators excavated part of the backyard and they say they found the children's remains. Chad and Lori, they both are behind bars facing charges related to the children's disappearance. Now CBS 2's Erica Lee, she's live at the State House where a vigil is going on right now for JJ and Tylee.
Brian, this Candlelight vigil just wrapped up not too long ago, but as you can see behind me, there are still signs, flowers, balloons in honor of JJ and Tylee. May they rest in peace. This is only one of the many vigils that are being held all across the country. People are showing their support and love for JJ and Tylee and their grandparents and their entire family. It was just absolutely heartbreaking to see this tragic event happen, but to see the Boise community rally around for this family has been truly heartwarming.
It's just been heartbreaking. I think each time I hear something new about it, it just tears me apart. And I think that's why I felt like I had to be a part of this, just to honor them and show some respect for such a tragedy.
It's really heartbreaking for the grandparents. I mean, they gave her a beautiful child to take care of. And she, it's sad. Just the whole situation is sad.
We want people to start understanding that there is a lot of, child abuse in the United States. There's 2.9 million cases every year. And the biggest thing is if you see something, say something for sure. Because all it takes is saying one thing to resolve a whole situation.
And today, Idaho enters phase 4 of Idaho's rebound plan. Now, this means 100% of Idaho businesses will be allowed to open if they would like to. CBS 2's Erica Lee is live in downtown Boise, where nightclubs, which includes dancing, will be allowed to begin operating tonight.
Brian, today Idaho is officially 100% open. That means nightclubs are open as well. Right now we're in front of Strange Love nightclub, where later tonight it's expected to be extremely busy. There's not that many people right now, but as this nightclub begins to open starting at 9 p.m., we're going to see a lot of people. On Thursday, Governor Brad Little announced that Idaho would enter the final stage of reopening on Saturday. However, he said, "We almost did not make it." This is because since phase 3 of reopening, which includes the reopening of bars and restaurants, coronavirus cases have increased.
Yep, so we definitely are seeing an upward trend here in Ada County. Just with case reporting this morning, we've seen our cases about double in what we saw within the last week when you and I spoke, which is kind of what we had predicted would happen with the opening, seeing a little bit of that uptick. It hasn't been so excessive that we are in a place where we're particularly worried, but it certainly is following the trend that we anticipated seeing.
While all businesses, including nightclubs and sports venues, can now open, the governor and Central District Health Department both stress the importance of social distancing and staying cautious.
We have to proceed forward with caution, knowing that if we continue to see that upward trend, if we see more people going into our hospital systems, and we have that issue that really is compounded with the fact that more and more people are doing less and less to protect themselves in the community, we will probably have to go back, and it's going to be really hard.
However, crowded places like nightclubs and bars make it difficult to practice safe social distancing. Atkins says that no matter what, there will be a risk in these environments.
It is a heightened risk, so people need to know that if they're going to be in those environments, it's going to increase the chances of what we know is happening within our community. We know this illness is existing through community spread here in Ada County. You're going to put yourself in that scenario. You need to know that there's going to be a risk.
Tremendous progress is being made on vaccines.
During the president's speech about unemployment came bold claims about progress on a coronavirus vaccine.
We have over 2 million ready to go if it checks out for safety.
But that's a big if. Though not too long ago, it seemed there was promising news daily about a coronavirus vaccine. But the type of information these developers are releasing leaves some doctors skeptical.
I haven't seen very much data. Mostly it's just been in press releases, and that's concerning for transparency.
Currently, there are 10 vaccines in clinical trials, but according to the Lancet Medical Journal, the average success rate for vaccine development is only 6%. And not having access to details of these trials makes it difficult for some experts to know how much progress is actually being made.
We want to see, we enrolled this many subjects and these were their adverse reactions, these were their, symptoms or whatever it was, and I haven't seen any of that data.
Still, Dr. Anthony Fauci says he's confident a vaccine will be ready by early 2021. The matter of which country gets credit for developing the vaccine is feeding into already tense relations between the U.S. and China.
That means hacking into our systems, buying off research.
Conservative watchdog group Campus Reform warns colleges to be vigilant of who has access to research, echoing recommendations from the Department of Justice after several incidents of attempts by China to steal intellectual property and public health data.
And we know that happens on American campuses, especially where there are a lot of medical research facilities.
Some are more optimistic than others that the world will have a vaccine by the time a second outbreak hits, and that the vaccine will be effective. In Washington, I'm Atrell Nishar reporting.